come to the panel, and while they are getting themselves seated, I'll just make a preliminary comment to the parties that...
Could you just identify yourself for the record,
Thank you.
please?
Gordon Cameron, Commission Counsel. Commissioner, yesterday at the close of the proceeding, a matter was raised by Mr. Miller about the state of documents on the party database, and in light of those comments, Commission Counsel investigated the matter last night, and most of the parties will have received and had a chance to review Commission Counsel's email to them explaining what we've been able to learn about that situation, and so I won't elaborate on that except to say that two things. We did recognize that there had been a glitch with respect to the uploading of documents, and that was corrected over the weekend. It was unfortunate, but the matter is in hand and the party database is in good form. The other thing we'd like to assure parties, Mr. Commissioner, is that Commission Counsel did have access to all of the documents, and indeed parties will notice that the documents, including those that just went up on the party database over the weekend, some of which are included in our list of documents for the examination of this panel. And so we're prepared to proceed confident that we have had a thorough review of the documents in advance of this panel appearing.
Okay, thank you for that update. And it's appreciated. And again, I'd simply reiterate, if there are issues, please raise them with Commission Counsel as soon as they're noted so that we can address them and resolve them if there's something to be done. So with that,
if I could
proceed with the panel.
Panel be sworn.
Deputy Commissioner Duhem, will you swear on a religious document or do you wish to affirm?
I swear. I can swear on the religious document.
We have available the Bible, the Quran, or the Torah.
Bible.
For the record, please state your full name and spell it out.
Full name is Michael Robert Duhame. Duhame is spelled D-U-H-E-M-E.
Do you swear that the evidence to be given by you to this commission shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Commissioner Lucky, will you swear on a religious document or do you wish to affirm? For the record, please state your full name and spell it out.
Brenda Marie Lucky, L-U-C-K-I.
Do you swear that the evidence to be given by you to this commission shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
Thank you.
Get back to.
Good morning, Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner.
Morning.
Morning.
See you again, and I'll begin by reminding you that you met with Commission Counsel back on September 7th, and with you were a number of your colleagues, and you were interviewed, and a summary of that interview was prepared that has since been put on the party database and been made available to the parties. For the record, it's WTS 6069. And so I'll ask you some questions about the adoption of that summary on the record, with the qualification that 4 of the people who were in that interview aren't here today. So I'll just ask you to confirm that the interview summary is accurate to the best of your knowledge. So the way I'll put it is this, that you have reviewed, each of you two have reviewed the summary and confirm that insofar as it contains your information, you believe it to be true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and belief, and that insofar as it contains the information of your colleagues, you understand it to have been reviewed by them for accuracy and confirmed as accurate. Is that true?
Yes.
True? Thank you. Now, Deputy Commissioner Duhem, we got another chance to talk to you later on October 11th, and there is a separate interview summary of that interview. For the record, that is WTS 6068. And have you reviewed that summary and confirmed that it's accurate?
Yes, I have, and it's accurate.
And do you adopt it as part of your evidence?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, there is a third summary, and this is the summary of the interview of Ms. Ducharme and Ms. Vinette. And for the record, that is WTS 6067. And since they're in your division, Deputy Commissioner Duhamel, I will ask you to confirm that that summary has been reviewed by Ms. Ducharme and Ms. Vinette for accuracy, and that it has been filed with the Commission as part of the RCMP's evidence.
My understanding, it has been reviewed by the two individual.
And it's adopted as part of the RCMP's evidence.
Correct.
Thank you. Now, finally, the RCMP filed an institutional report that has been on the party database for some time as DOJ.IR.6011. And I'm going to ask you to tell us what you can about a recent clarification to the status of that institutional report so that we can make sure the proper version gets adopted as your evidence. Can you help us with that?
Yeah, I can. I don't have the exact page because I was given a copy this morning from council, from DOJ, but it does refer to police agencies and jurisdiction. And my understanding is that Commission Council had requested this information, and we did, when we went through the validation process, is what was written in there is a standing operating procedure that was not in force at that unit at the time. So we just wanted to clarify that.
And so the institutional report that is about to be, or perhaps already is updated, in any event, will soon be updated to the party database. Will have that correction made in it?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Yes. And so if I can put it this way, can you prospectively adopt that corrected institutional report as the evidence of the RCMP before?
Based on the copy I was given, yes.
Yes, thank you. And Mr. Commissioner, for the benefit of parties who may be concerned about a last-minute correction, I can confirm, and I think Deputy Commissioner, I'll ask you to confirm, this is a relatively minor correction to the currency of a version of a document cited in the IR that has in fact been updated, and that updated version will be reflected in the as-filed version, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. With that administrivia out of the way, Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner, I'll ask you some overview questions just to get you to introduce yourselves to the Commissioner and to the parties. And so I'll I'll begin by asking you, Commissioner Lucky, to just describe your role within the RCMP, and just so that you don't need to tell us the whole of that, perhaps you could concentrate in particular on your role as it pertained to the convoy and protest events that are the subject of this inquiry.
Thank you. Generally, my role as commissioner is to oversee the operations and administration of the RCMP. In relation to the convoys, obviously we had convoys across the country, so I was getting operational updates in our jurisdiction. When it came to the specific convoy or the protests in Ottawa, there was a few roles I had. One was I was liaising with Chief Slowly on a couple of occasions, relaying resource asks that we received. If I was in receipt of those resource asks, I would pass that down through our command structure. I was also, one of the major responsibilities was to get the information from across the country and to brief the deputy minister community, the ministers. There was 4 ministers that I would brief, and then halfway through, the Prime Minister called incident response group, where I would brief situational reports from across the country of anything that was happening related to the convoy. Generally speaking, I had to make sure that in our police of jurisdiction, that our divisions had the resources ensuring that they had the resources, the equipment that they needed to deal with those incidents.
And with respect to your observation that you were briefing ministers, would that have included Minister Mendocino and Blair and